Hey, what's up, everybody? Steve Schwartz here from LSAT Unplugged, joining you today to share my thoughts on taking the LSAT online versus in person, starting in August 2023. Before I get into it, a little bit about LSAT Unplugged. We offer live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. Check out the links below this video to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. So the question for those taking the LSAT in August 2023 and beyond is whether to take the LSAT online with ProctorU or in person at a Prometric testing center. As a bit of background, the LSAT was administered in person for all of LSAT history until May 2020, when the first LSAT Flex was administered due to the pandemic. It has been online since then for the past 3 years or so. But LSAC has been asking test takers in several surveys whether they want to have the option to take it in person, and many do. LSAC is quoted as saying roughly 30 to 50% of respondents wanted the in-person option. LSAC has finally found a way to make it happen. They are partnering with the company Prometric, which has a network of over 4,000 testing centers around the world. And starting with the August 2023 LSAT, test takers will have the option to take it in person at one of these centers if they're able to make it to one, or they can take it online at home as they've been able to do since the beginning of the pandemic, again, starting May 2020. So now you have a decision to make. Do you want to take it online at home, or do you want to take it in person at one of these Prometric testing centers? A lot of folks will post online about having had issues with ProctorU, but if you were to Google reviews for Prometric, they're also going to be pretty negative. The reason here is simply selection bias. People who have a good experience are unlikely to post a review at all, but those who have a bad experience are far more likely to share their experience with others. So the existence of negative reviews of ProctorU for the LSAT don't necessarily mean that taking it at a Prometric testing center would be any better. My thoughts personally, if you have a comfortable at-home environment from which you can take the LSAT, meaning it's going to be quiet, no one's going to interrupt you, you have a strong internet connection, you have a suitable personal device, specifically a desktop or laptop computer, I'd probably lean towards taking it at home. Of course, the ProctorU proctors are far from perfect. There are a number of issues that you can have with them, but even if there is an issue, at least you're already at home. You're not in some unfamiliar testing environment where there are other people potentially walking around who might disturb you. And there are potential issues with the Prometric proctors as well. If you simply look up the Prometric reviews on a site like Trustpilot, for example, you'll read tons of horror stories about bad experiences that people have had at their testing centers as well. And you could also easily have a tech issue there. So there's no guarantee that your experience at Prometric will be any better than it would have been at home. And I suspect, generally speaking, assuming that your home environment is suitable, that taking it at home in a familiar environment is going to be less stressful than taking it in an unfamiliar environment with a computer that you've never used before, surrounded by people you've never seen before. Of course, if your at-home environment is not suitable, then you can take it at Prometric. They will provide you with the computer, the internet connection, the environment. But I would recommend, if you can, taking the LSAT with your own personal computer or borrowing a computer from a friend if you don't own one that's suitable, and finding your own quiet location where you can take it, either at home or in a shared workspace or conference space if you can rent one by the hour, or asking a friend if you can use their dorm room, apartment, or what have you as a quiet place to take it, just so that you will at least be the only person in the room. There will not be other test takers. There will not be physical proctors in the room with you. And it will simply be you, your internet connection, and the LSAT, free of any other distractions. One reason that LSAT Flex scores were inflated is that it was less stressful for people to take the LSAT in the comfort of their own home. And so there is this presumed boost from being in a quiet, familiar environment. In contrast, if you take it at one of these Prometric testing centers, you will be with other people in the area, probably even in the same room as you, and you will not have the same silence, the same quiet, peaceful space from which to take the LSAT. So that's my recommendation. Of course, you may have your own concerns and considerations. If so, please share them in the comments. I've heard, for example, from some rather tech-savvy folks that ProctorU requires you to install some rather invasive software onto your computer. A lot of folks aren't comfortable doing that. I totally get it, in which case maybe you would want to take it at Prometric on one of their computers instead. Totally your call, but do consider what I said about having a safe, comfortable, quiet environment from which to take the LSAT, and look up the Prometric reviews and see if you feel comfortable that they're going to provide you with that kind of environment. Anyway, folks, that's all for now. If you would like my support preparing for the LSAT, whether you're taking it online or in person, my team and I will be glad to help you out. Again, we have live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. Check out the links below this video to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. And if you found the video helpful, please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It really helps with that YouTube algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.